Trustee Pape
Abstain.
and Trustee Perillo.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Prior to Interim President Dr. Dale Pearson speaking with us, I want to take a few minutes to acknowledge the great work that Kyle Hurst, now I'm going to mispronounce your name. Now is the time to really do that, right, Kyle? Has dedicated and committed to us at Edinburgh and the Council of the Trustees. We have been blessed with his knowledge, his tenacity, his dedication, the amount of time he has dedicated to this. And I know Kyle wanted to say a few words at the quarterly business meeting. So Kyle, I'm handing it over to you.
Thank you so much, Barbara. Your friendship over the past 3 years has meant so much to me. I just wanted to kind of take a few moments here to thank all of you, both within the university administration and the Council of Trustees, for your fellowship and your mentorship over the past several years. You've all taught me invaluable lessons, and I'm extremely proud of the work that we've all accomplished together. To all the students who are on the call or who may be watching the recording of this meeting, it really has been the distinct honor of my time here at Edinburgh to serve you. I sincerely hope that I've represented you well and advocated for your interests satisfactorily. So though I will not be located in Edinburgh anymore, I do intend to continue giving back to our wonderful university, which has really prepared me for greater success than I had ever thought possible. To that end, I look forward to working with all of you again in the future. And with that, I want to introduce Mr. John Wheeler. I will certainly let John speak for himself, but I just want to add that I am extremely confident in him and his abilities. Edinburgh University and its students are in very, very capable hands. So welcome, John.
John, if you'd like to make a couple comments, just to introduce yourselves.
Yeah, thank you, Kyle, for that. So I'm John Wheeler. I'll be taking over for Kyle, and he definitely does leave big shoes to fill. I've heard nothing but positive things in regards to the work he's done and the time he's put in. So I'll definitely do my best to fulfill my part of representing the student body, although I don't know if it'll be up to his standards, but I definitely will try my best. And I am excited to take on this responsibility and hopefully, gain some new experiences. So, yeah.
We welcome you. Thank you, John. Okay, Dr. Dale Pearson, you're up.
Thank you very much. Welcome everyone to our public meeting, and I'm going to give my report. With a vote of 17-2, the State Systems Board of Governors on April 28th voted to approve the proposed integration plans integrating Edinburgh, Clarion, and Cal University in the West. The approval kicked off the 60-day public comment period that will run through the end of June. The comment period will include 2 virtual public meetings on June 9th and 10th. Information on how to submit the comments will be shared with the campus community, alumni, and foundation board members, and will be sent out and has been posted on our university website. The documents submitted by the West are the cumulative efforts of over 450 individuals, including our students, our alumni, our constituents, and those we serve in the Western region. The plan and supporting data are available on the PAC system website. I encourage all community members and interested individuals to review and submit your comments to the system. This is a process that is very important as a state university, for we need the input of our constituents. As a public institution, we are here to serve the public. And so we appreciate that 60-day period that's coming. Edinburgh continues to partner with other universities across the system and indeed in the Western region to share services and improve the quality of what we offer our students, all the while decreasing the costs, or at least freezing them for now, as tuition was frozen this year. Students have begun to receive weekly emails called Integration Insights for Students. The students were surveyed. They wanted to have the information sent to them via email, and we are compliant, but there's also additional information on the website and through social media options. Middle State continues to review our proposal for an integrated university. We look forward to hearing some final information over the months to come. The same is with the NCAA. Our athletics program, the path that we are pursuing is to have 3 separate athletic programs when we become an integrated university. Thus will allow for lots of great competition and rivalry from the north of the Western region to the south. The Board of Governors action is expected to take place mid-July. The next step as we move forward will mean at Edinburgh, we'll continue to keep our current presidential cabinet in place, our leadership team in place, all the while adding to the different committees that will be adding towards the investigation of new programs and different things that need to happen as we integrate. Mike Hannon will be the campus lead this coming year when I am not available on campus, and he's also going to be the leader on the Academic Affairs Committee, which involves many things, including the academic array and also academic traditions. We all know that our colors at Edinburgh, our tartan, our stories, the Fighting Scots, all very important to us. Also in the Western region, Terrence Mitchell will be leading our diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, and he is now with us full-time in July. So we are pleased that we are able to be moving forward on some of those initiatives that are so foundational to the integration of the Western region. Some comments during the public period. Comment period at the Board of Governors last couple of weeks ago were about the anxiety related to the Western integration. And as we go forward, we continue to send out information, frequently ask questions, have public meetings, tea times, upcoming meetings. Information is disseminated on a regular basis. There's a lot of information, but in the end, what people need to know is the programs will remain. The bricks and mortar at Edinburgh will continue. We will be advancing our online initiatives, which is indeed already very strong. 1/3 of our portfolio is already online at Edinburgh, but the traditions will continue. Our option here is to strengthen the university for the future and make sure that we're ready for generations to come, but also reinvesting in our bricks and mortar. And finally, in the fall, we are expected to be reopened mostly we're hoping that with some mitigation and some CDC guidelines and some state guidelines in place, we are looking forward to summer camps this summer and a full fall reopening with some modifications, but our classes will be delivered post as they were pre-COVID. I want to thank the custodial staff, the communications team, the faculty, and the entire Edinburgh community for allowing us to get through this year and to continue to serve our students in the mission of educating the public. Thank you. You're on mute, Barbara.
Just knew it. Before we move on to Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Michael Hannon, we do want to welcome you, Terrence Mitchell, to the Edinburgh University team, and I'm sure we all look forward to your contributions and to working with you. So welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Dr. Michael Hannon, you're up.
Thank you.
Provost Academic Affairs.
Thank you very much. I'd like to start also by thanking Kyle for his service. I've worked with Kyle for a few years now. The university went through some very difficult decisions a number of years ago, and Kyle was really instrumental in providing important input and feedback to me on ideas at that time. So I learned a lot from Kyle and really appreciate his input, and he has done a great job serving and representing the students here at the university. I know he will be successful in moving on to graduate school and beyond that. He has everything he needs to be a success. So congratulations, Kyle, and we'll miss having you around here. And then welcome also to John Wheeler. Look forward to getting to know you better and to working with you in the coming year. I have the academic affairs report should be in the repository for the Council of Trustees. I will just highlight a few items from that report. First, the university, as it has in many past years, received a lot of rankings and top recognitions for our online programs. Intelligent.com ranked many of our programs as top 20 programs here in the United States. Those are listed in the report, and I encourage you to examine that list. We've had multiple student achievements since the last reporting, and those are outlined in the report. I just wanted to mention two. One is, again, we hosted the student Gemitter exhibition and contest last week in the Bruce Gallery, which was, again, a success. A little trickier given the pandemic, but there is a link in the report to the online exhibition, which again features some incredible work both in the studio arts and the applied media arts by our students. And so I do encourage you to view that exhibition if you haven't yet. Also, in our early childhood and reading program, we have had our first graduate, Ms. Amy Bowden, from the early childhood P4 in the deaf education P12 program. You may recall that we have been hosting a preschool for the Western Pennsylvania School for the Deaf here on campus in Butterfield Hall. And Amy was able to do some work in that site during this past semester to gain experience and has already received multiple job offers given the type of preparation she has received here. So congratulations to her, and we look forward to many additional graduates from that program. There are also multiple faculty recognitions that are listed in the report. I just want to highlight two. One is Dr. Janice Corello from our social work department presented a keynote address and a full day workshop on trauma-informed teaching and learning for East Tennessee State University, which also received significant media coverage in that area. As many of you know, trauma-informed counseling and trauma-informed teaching is a major focus of our social work program and an important growth area for our students to be aware of. Also, Dr. Tracy Olin from the Department of Chemistry has been approved as a member of the American Academy of Forensic Sciences, which is an important achievement and helps support her work with our forensic chemistry program. Lastly, I wanted to mention that our Department of Continuing Education and Workforce Development continues to do significant outreach in the business community. And we have been awarded some additional funds through WEDNET PA, which brings our total to close to $310,000 for the year, with with 40 company contracts being served. Again, there are more details about all of those items in the report that has been submitted. I otherwise have one action item that I can read, and then we'll ask for a motion for approval. That action item states that Interim President Pearson recommends that the Council of Trustees at Edinboro University approve the undergraduate Social, Emotional, and Behavioral Wellness of PK-12 Endorsement Certificate, the Graduate Social, Emotional, and Behavioral Wellness of PK-12 Endorsement Certificate, the Certificate in Cannabis Science and Industry, and the Graduate Certificate in Substance Use Disorder to all move forward to the Chancellor of the State System of Higher Education for final approval. I think you're muted.
Yeah, I'm back on again. I know.
So moved.
Okay,
Second.
Kennedy motioned, and who seconded?
Kathy?
Kathy Pape seconded. Okay, Rachel, we need to do person by person since we're on audio.
Okay, no problem. Chair Chafee,
Aye.
Trustee Bellini.
Aye.
Trustee Frampton,
Aye.
Trustee Hyam,
Aye.
Trustee Herzig,
Aye.
Trustee Jones. Trustee Jones,
You're on mute.
I approve.
Okay.
Trustee Kennedy,
Yes.
Trustee Lothar,
Aye.
Trustee Pape,
Aye.
Trustee Perillo.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you very much. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Dr. Hannon. Okay, so Mr. John Hines, who is our Vice President for Finance and Administration, you're up next. By the way, I must tell during this business session that John has been working numerous challenging projects over the past few months, and he has been receiving high praise, not only from the leadership at Edinburgh University, but also the leadership at PAC. So we're happy to have him with us. John?
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. The finance and administrative team continues to work to improve our financial position. The finance and admin report is in your packet. I do want to point out 2 items in there to you. One is, you'll notice under the facilities, a lot of work being done to prepare the library for renovation. So the library is scheduled for a DGS renovation beginning in August. And I will tell you that I had a meeting just recently with their engineering team from DGS to describe the HVAC renovation going in, and I was pleased to find out the type of design they have is actually an excellent design for preventing humidity problems in a library, which can be a nightmare. So that is scheduled to begin in August, and the library will be out of commission for about 18 months, with part of it coming back maybe at about 12 months. So a couple floors will be finished in phase 1, and they'll move back in there while the work continues through the other top floors. I'll also draw your attention, buried deep within all of the multitude of things that the IT group does, you'll see a reference to a new security work that they're doing, including a move to multi-factor authentication. So those of you that have any access to emails at Edinburgh, you will need to pay attention to the reminders to switch to multi-factor authentication. That expires on May 10th. After that date, if you haven't moved to multi-factor authentication, you will be locked out. This is in response to many news articles you've probably seen of some universities that have been hacked or held ransom. And our team has been on it and doing a lot behind the scenes to prevent this from happening. You also have within your packet a list of all the contracts and purchases. I would encourage you, if you see anything in there you have questions on, be it in our admin report, finance and admin report, or in the contracts and purchases, don't hesitate to send me an email, ask me anything you like. I have one action item in front of you. That would be Interim President Pearson recommends the additions to the 21-22 fee schedule.
Thank you. Do I entertain a motion?
So moved.
Mark
Second,
Delaney.
Danny.
Second is Danny Jones. Okay, let's do the call again on votes.
All right, Trustee Chafee,
Yes.
Trustee Bellini,
Aye.
Trustee Frampton,
Aye.
Trustee Hyam,
Unmute.
Is he there?
There he is.
Trustee Hyam.
Dan, you're
unmute.
on mute.
Sorry, aye.
It's okay. Trustee Herzig,
Aye.
Trustee Jones,
Aye.
Trustee Kennedy,
Yes.
Trustee Lothar,
Aye.
Trustee Pape,
Aye.
and Trustee Perillo.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Rachel, also, would you resend to the trustees the email about the multi?
Yes, the multi-factor authentication.
Blah, blah, blah. Yes,
I got you.
multi-factor, especially Kathy Papers come on, I think, after we received
Mhm.
the last one. So I want to make sure just a reminder for everybody. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you, John. Okay, up next is Dr. Bill Edmonds with Enrollment Management. And prior to his report, as many of you know, Bill will be retiring. And we are so grateful for his contributions and his work on behalf of the university. He's done a tremendous job. He's also kept us informed, and we will miss you. And we really appreciate your dedication to Edinburgh University. Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome. Thank you, Chair Chafee, and thank you to all the trustees as well. It's been a pleasure working with you and getting to know you and supporting the students of Edinburgh University. As a proud graduate, it's a blessing for me to return and finish my career where my undergraduate degree started. So thank you again. And to Kyle, thank you for your service, and I wish you the best in your educational journey as it continues. So wish you all the best. And welcome, John. Let me briefly summarize some of the enrollment management report. The full report is in the trustee packet. As we all know, due to COVID-19, restrictions were put limits on our in-person activities for the fall semester and winter. However, the spring 2021, we were able to open up a little more. So we welcome visitors to campus, for new students to see the campus, to experience what we have to offer academics and meet with some faculty. It's something to see. So I really welcome guests as scheduled. It's by appointment only, but we'd love to have you visit the campus. Another point from the admissions perspective, our admitted and deposit paid freshmen GPA profile continues to be high for the fall 2021 term at a 3.61. So we are doing really well with the profile of our freshmen entering class. As of April 9th, 2021, we have 817 new freshmen that have been admitted to the Honors College, compared to only 711 at the same time last year. The admitted honors freshmen were all invited to attend the Scholars Day event, as well as the virtual evening questions and answers session on April 1st, 2021. In technology for admissions, Axiom Animation is nearly complete for transcripts and other PDF documents, which will eliminate much of the hand keying that the support staff has to do to process some documents. So it's nice to have things automated. Insertion of a JavaScript to autocorrect upper and lowercase nomenclature as students apply. So the first name will be a capital K. If Kyle applied and put a small k, we will automatically correct it, so we don't have to go in and do it. So a lot of good process and progress made in technology space in admissions. In financial aid, we are working on recruiting and retaining students based on financial aid eligibility and projections for the 4 years. We want to do our best in the financial aid space to retain and help our students retain and progress through to graduation. So we want to be more transparent, explain the financial aid award letters, better explain the financial aid system, and improve financial literacy. We want students to only utilize the resources that they need, knowing that someday they have to pay it back. Only take what you need. So we're really working with the students to educate them in that particular space as well. From Veteran Success, Dr. Chrisman has sent out information to all his students regarding summer deadlines, forms for getting benefits processed, and information regarding course modality and how it may impact their benefits. Also, John and other members have been meeting with Fred Lango and myself. He's currently an Edinburgh Council member to discuss ways to attract and recruit veteran students to Edinburgh University. That concludes the enrollment management report. Thank you all.
Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome.
All right, interim vice president, assistant vice president for advancement, Amanda Brown-Sisson, please.
Good morning, trustees, colleagues, and welcome, John, to the Council of Trustees. Thank you. I also want to extend my greatest thanks to Kyle. Kyle has been very active in supporting alumni engagement events that he's attended for us. He's also supported the Go Green campaign, once again showing his leadership as a student donor. So we do appreciate all of your service to the university, and I look forward to working with you as a highly engaged alum as well. I do not have action items today, so I will just provide a brief update to the written report that I included in my Council of Trustees board materials. Our giving has reached the $1 million threshold for this year, which we are excited about. That shows an improvement even in just the month of April. We have raised, by the end of April, we had raised $1,081,414. That comes through the contributions of 1,998 donors, making 5,702 gifts, so multiple gifts for multiple donors. For the first time this year, we saw an increase in the average gift size to $189.66. This is reflecting both improvement in the market, we believe, as well as confidence with more information regarding integration being shared. So these are both positives for advancement. Just to highlight a few campaigns with the most recent numbers, our Building Champions Wrestling Scholarship campaign surpassed its $10,000 crowdfunding goal. Actually, 67 donors have now raised $15,813 towards wrestling scholarships. So we want to commend Coach Matt Hill for leading this campaign. We have an active wheelchair basketball campaign, an active faculty and staff campaign, and the active Go Green graduate gift campaign. I have updated numbers for the graduate gift campaign. We've had 30 donors contribute $1,070.88. The typical gift for the grad gift campaign is $20.21. We have had one student donor contribute $500 to that campaign as well. So we're glad that we relaunched that campaign this year, and we're seeing that commitment from our students to support their alma mater. From alumni engagement, I'd like to explain the visual behind me. This is Through the Decades is the theme of Homecoming 2021, which will be hosted on campus on October 8th and 9th. We are planning for an in-person homecoming event, as well as virtual components. We know that we had great success last year with the Kilted Mile going virtual, as well as other elements of reunions. So we do anticipate hosting both in-person and virtual and some hybrid events this year. We do anticipate hosting the annual parade again. So the homecoming committee, I co-chair that with Rachel Schofield out of the president's office. We have been meeting with our homecoming committee on a monthly basis, and we are preparing again for a variety of those events to engage both our students on campus as well as our alumni and community members. We're excited about that. We are celebrating this week halfway to homecoming. So we have a series of promotions and activities that will be hosted mostly online, but they include things like a discount for alumni and students at the bookstore. We have the Mikado Mile, which is a different version of the Kilted Mile. Virtual run, race, and roll. We have a planetarium show hosted by the geoscience department, or pardon me, not geoscience, the sciences. We have a marketing piece going out to over 5,000 of our alumni, including the class of 1970, 1971, which are celebrating their 50th anniversaries of their homecomings, or of their graduations, pardon me. And the Lambert Bowl championship team from 1970. So all of those groups are being recognized and will be recognized in person this year, but they're also getting special mailers from us, trying to encourage them to participate this fall. In addition to that, we will celebrate our Distinguished Alumni Awards on June 21st, recognizing both a class of distinguished alumni from 2020 and 2021. That will be a virtual event. And we are obviously going to celebrate our graduates at our commencement ceremonies, both virtually and our celebrations in person. Our office has teamed up with Student Engagement, the Commencement Committee, as well as the Edinburgh University Foundation and Alumni Association to present graduate gifts as the students walk at Sox Harrison Field, or if they're participating virtually, mailing to their home. So we're very pleased to have that support again from our affiliates to honor this year's graduates. In terms of our affiliates, I do serve as liaison to both the Edinburgh University Foundation and the Edinburgh University Alumni Association. Both have met with the president to review their financial reports, their programmatic reports from this past year, and preparation for additional new agreements and MOUs with the university in serving as our affiliates. That is a part of their agreement with us. They will meet annually to present those reports and their progress towards their aligned goals to the university. We have also asked both of those boards to help to support integration communications and clarify for our alumni, but also our community members, the latest information regarding integration so that we make sure that people are getting accurate information in from people that they trust, people that they know and trust. So we ask for their support in that way. I do not have any additional items at this time. I do invite questions at any time to our office. Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. All right, so Vice President for Marketing and Communications, Amanda Burrows. Or Angela Burrows. Oh my gosh, I'm going from Amanda to.
Hello, everyone. I also wanted to thank Kyle. He's been a tremendous partner with our team. Really appreciate the work that you've done, the insights you've shared, and I've enjoyed working with you. So I wish you well, and welcome, John. Look forward to working with you. You've seen my written report. I just wanted to call out a few highlights, one of which is to talk about my pride in the work of the marketing communications team. They've done a tremendous job this quarter and over the past year. So I'm really proud to be their colleague and leader. It's been a long haul, but they've kept at it and have a tremendous dedication to the university. We've had a number of virtual meet and greets with Dr. Dale, and those continue to serve as an opportunity for Dr. Dale to answer questions that can be answered about integration and to hear from the community what their top of mind concerns are. That informs much of what we're putting out there. We realize there's still some unanswered questions, and that's just the reality of the situation at this point. But as information becomes available, we're sure to put it out there in a timely manner. I can continue to collaborate with colleagues at Clarion and CalU, as well as the state system communications leadership, to ensure our constituents are kept informed, both internal and external. And we want to ensure consistency of messaging so that folks hear the information in a consistent way as integration moves forward. We have worked with campus colleagues on a number of digital campaigns and virtual events over the last quarter. Recently, we did close to 30 videos for the admissions team. Those videos represented about 74% of our YouTube viewership over the past quarter. We also adapted them for Facebook. So we have had an average view of 2,300 per video for those admissions videos. And then on Instagram, again, they were again adapted there for an average viewership of about 2,000 per video. So we repurpose all of our content. We create once, publish everywhere is an efficient way to go. And it's proven to be successful for us. In terms of virtual events, we're working with admissions and the president's office and the diversity, equity, and inclusion office on a number of virtual events. It's just one example. We recently worked with the Provost office on our virtual academic honors convocation, which had 5,000 views. Our new website is bearing fruit with analytics showing significant increases in views of key pages, including the admissions, majors, and programs and apply pages, ranging anywhere from a 41% to a 452% increase over views of our old website, comparable views. A recent analysis shows a positive correlation between our advertising spends and applications generated. We're continually analyzing our advertising strategy, and adjusting is necessary, but the soundness of the strategy bears out for this year, and we're pleased to see that. So all in all, it's been a very good quarter, and we're grateful to be working with a team of talented colleagues across our 3 institutions, and certainly appreciate the support of the board, the trustees. Thank you very much.
Can you hear me now? Okay. Before moving on to executive committee, I just want to make sure that Shelley Ritzel or Catherine Robbins don't have anything to add in reports.
I do not.
Okay, thank you.
I do not.
Thank you. Just wanted to make sure we didn't forget you. Okay. Executive committee reports. So Mark Bellini and Pat Kennedy and Rob Lother were the nominating committee for officers for the trustees for the next round. So Mark Bellini, I've asked for him to give the report, and you're on, Mark.
Yes, the committee's recommended for chair would be Barbara Chafee. For the deputy chair would be Dan Hyam, and for secretary would be Kathy Pape. And of course, we're always open to other nominations.
So are there other nominations? Anyone for chair?
You're stuck.
Okay, so let's take a vote then on this slate, right, Mark? You have a motion to move the slate forward?
Yes.
Okay, second?
So moved.
Okay, second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Pat Kennedy's the second. Rachel, you'll have to do a roll call on this vote as well. Thank you.
Okay. Chair Chafee,
Yes.
Trustee Bellini,
Aye.
Trustee Frampton,
Yes.
Trustee Hyam,
Aye.
Trustee Hertzi,
Aye.
Trustee Jones,
Yes.
Trustee Kennedy,
Yes.
Trustee Lother,
Aye.
Trustee Pape, she's still here? Did we lose her?
We might have.
We might have lost her.
Okay. Trustee Perillo?
Aye.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think. Anyways.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah. You're so kind. No, I really appreciate this Council of Trustees. We have a fantastic Council of Trustees. Everybody's worked very, very hard this last year with everything going on, and have been great advocates for Edinboro University. So I'm most grateful, as I know Dan has been as well. So, okay, so Trustee Dan Hyam, you have reports for PAC, Executive Committee, Alumni Board Report, and the USI Report.
Oh, thank you. Okay, PAC, concerning the PAC Committee, for you newer members that don't know, the PAC is the Pennsylvania Association of Council Trustees, and I'm the rep from Edinboro. And we had a meeting as recently as last Thursday, 4/28. Basically, or some things discussed probably that I'm not allowed to discuss because of the integration, but We did review some things that were in Act 50 pertaining to the Council of Trustees. And one of them is that the presidential searches in the future will allow the interim president to seek the permanent role, which was not true in the past, as we know. We no longer approve our university policies or procedures pertaining to use of institutional facilities, property. They still have to have our input, but that's the limit of it. We no longer have to conduct annual inspection facilities at the university, which we've done every year. And the elimination of the COT requirement to approve admission, discipline, and expulsion of students. So actually a number of things we've been disallowed. So have fallen off of our responsibility. They have 4 committees within the PAC, and I'm going to represent Edinburgh with the governance committee. They're looking for a representative for the advocacy committee, the nominating committee, and the annual conference planning committee. Anyone can be on that. It's not restricted to 20 reps. So they would like to have an Edinburgh rep. So if anyone's interested in any one of those committees, advocacy, nominating, or annual conference planning, let me know, and I will get you Melissa Bauer's email and let her know. She's the assistant chair at Clarion. Any questions about that? Okay, concerning the Alumni Association, it's quite remarkable. Amanda kind of took that bull by the horns probably 4 years ago, 3 years ago. I can't remember now, but it was pretty much in disarray, and I expressed my opinion on that on a number of meetings, as you may recall. It's remarkable. Mark Iser has taken over as president, and he's formed active committees. It's strong and healthy again. I'm really impressed with everything they've done. They've taken over the homecoming golf outing this year. It's the only annual fundraiser they have. As you know, with the adverse interest law, their ability to gain funds kind of dried up in about 12 years ago. So I got great hope for them. I did attend that meeting. That was on February 13th. Going to the USI meeting. I went to the USI meeting. That was last week. That was a week ago today, I guess, 4/26. Ray Fisher's done an excellent job with the USI. He always has. He saw the writing on the wall with when they lost their cash cow, the selling of books, and he's adjusted to that. And he now has it's strictly electronics, a book supplier. The students can still get books, but they have to order through the store. They're not in there. So he signed up with BN Services, which is Barnes and Noble Services, for inclusive access, so the students can get all all their books online now. I think he's the first one in the system and actually completed that. He actually has had a huge windfall they actually have a plus this year in finances. They had a windfall they had all these caps and gowns in inventory from last year. And so far this year, they sold $35,000 worth of caps and gowns. So students obviously want to be present at their graduation, and who wouldn't? Well, actually, there's a lot of them that don't show up at their graduation ordinarily for some reason. I'll never know. What else? He's at a 23.5% decrease in his payroll. He's really slimmed down his the people that he has. He has no one there that is unnecessary to work. He's doubling duties. As I've told you before, he's moved the Piper Press into the basement of the Pogue Center. So it's right there with the bookstore, and he actually uses the dual manager there, if they can take care of both of them. Beyond that, that's my report. If anyone has any questions, I'll be more than glad to ask them. And if anyone's interested in one of those committees, please let me know, and I'll give you Melissa Bauer's number for the from the PAC. The PAC does a great job. It is such an enthusiastic group, and Kathy Pape could tell you that. She was a very, very active part of the PAC. So I hope she gets involved again through a committee or something. So thank you.
Any questions for Dan? Thank you, Trustee Hyam. Trustee Dennis Frampton for the report on the foundation.
Okay, on the foundation had a annual investment managers meeting virtually on April 20th. We went over all the investments that the foundation holds, and that's with First National Bank, PNC, Merrill Lynch, and the Common Fund. They're all doing quite well. Of course, the stock market's been doing well. And I think the total funds is, if I remember right, something like 35 to 36 million. They've had a good return. The returns have been for the year anywhere from low of about 26% to a high of about 36.5%. So it's been a good year. They also reviewed the fees that we're paying, and the fees are pretty much around 6 to 7 basis points, which is pretty much average for the industry. I think we've got 4 really good investment houses, and we're praying that they can do as well next year. And that's all I have for today. I think we're having a meeting next week.
Thank you, Trustee Frampton. Is there anything else for the good of the order? No. I will entertain a motion then for adjournment, and our next meeting is Friday, July 23rd, and hopefully it will be on campus. Motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second? And I don't think we need to do the voice vote for adjournment. Okay, thank you, everybody, for everything. Kyle will be talking. John, we welcome you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for everything, Kyle. Bill. Welcome,
Thanks,
John.
Kyle.